But so I get a letter, right? Somebody asked me, they said, well, they said, you said that I said something about the Bible not being written by God and that King James had rewrote it and put a lot of false information in it, right? So let me explain my position on that. So the first Bible had King James name on it before they start making all the other Bibles, right? We know that King James assembled 54 scholars from different universities, professors, scholars, and assembled them to translate what they call translate some knowledge, scrolls and scribes that they stole from Africa, from the Middle East, from Mexico, from America, from South America, from the Caribbean. And they took it all back to Europe. And King James said, let's take all of this and put it in a book and call it the Bible. And we could say, God wrote it. You know, we just not going to tell them who God is, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to take it and rewrite it, right? And make it into a fairy tale. But we need a new word instead of saying we rewrote it. We need a word that's we could say that sound better. Then somebody said, hey man, we could say translate. Because it was written by people in other languages and we finna write it in English and we gonna make it say what we wanted to say, but we gonna call it translate. You see what I'm saying? Boom. So now you got 54 scholars. There is no need for 54 people to have to come together to write a book. Like 54 people. Like, why do it take that many people to come together and write a book? You know what I'm saying? So they looking at it and they dissecting it. And they saying everything about the darker people is saying that these dark skinned people are God. And then it's saying, because you know we came from the island of Pilan, Patmos. See, they knew where they came from, the Europeans back who wrote the Bible. They knew that they came from an island called Pilan in the Bible. It's in the Bible, that island, Patmos. It's in the Bible. That's where they were made. That's the island that Jacob or Yaqub made them on that island right there. Pilan, Patmos. This is in the Bible. So they said, look, we're looking at our history and we have to just switch it up and make us be the most powerful people, you know, and don't let them know that we really the devil. Say the devil in the ground somewhere. You see what I'm saying? So this is what they did. So they put all this shit together, man, and then they made it into some fairy tale shit. They didn't want y'all to know that this is talking about us and them. All throughout the Bible. Us and them. Everywhere that it say God is talking about us. Everywhere it say devil talking about them. Everywhere where you see wars between people is us and them. But they disguised it, man, and wrote it in a fairy tale way, man, to where when you reading it, you thinking it's talking about some other shit. You understand what I'm saying? And this is why the prophet, right, said that they tampered with the Word of God or the scribes and scrolls or the scriptures, they tampered with it. This is what the prophet said, right? And then he said that the book, the revelations, the scriptures, the scribes, the scrolls were written in allegorical and was also written in a hidden meaning. So when you reading that Bible and you reading that Holy Quran, you reading the allegorical, the allegory. You reading the allegorical parts. Because this is the only thing you've been taught by them. The ones who the allegorical part was for. This is what you're reading when you read that Bible and you read that Holy Quran. Y'all teaching each other the allegorical part. Y'all, this is what y'all believe in. Because the hidden meaning, according to the prophet, was not going to come until God came himself and revealed it to someone. That's what the prophet taught. That the world was going to believe in the allegorical part of that Bible and that Holy Quran. And it wasn't until God would come. See, the prophet knew God was coming. And he said that when God came, he was going to find somebody and teach that person the hidden meaning. So God showed up here in America. He showed up. He did exactly what the prophet said he was going to do. Showed up, he found one, he taught him the hidden meaning. So now here we go. So now he's here, the messenger, and he's teaching us the hidden meaning of the scriptures. He's teaching us the part that was not perverted by the devils in their translation or rewriting, whatever you want to call it. See, that's the allegory. But the hidden meaning. Somebody was here teaching us something totally different than what was the popular teaching. He was teaching us something we was like, damn, he's teaching us strange teaching. That's not what real Christianity is, not real Islam. What is this guy teaching? It was a hidden meaning for both religions. Then he come teaching both religions. He didn't come just teaching no one religion. He can't teach both religions. The Christ or the Son of Man of the Christians and the Mahdi of the who? The Muslims. God in person. And he came here and he found someone to reveal the hidden meaning to. The hidden meaning. And that teaching would finally reach who? The Christ. It would finally reach the Christ. And when it reaches the Christ, what happens? A new period For every period, a what is revealed? For every period, a new book is revealed. A book is revealed. For every period, the book is revealed. That's what the prophet said, right? What did the 54 scholars say in that Bible? Books were revealed or opened. And then what? Another book was revealed or opened. And this is the book of what? Life. The book of life. That's what it says in Revelation. In the Bible. This is the book of life. So when Christ shows up, what does he do? He comes with a divine revelation from God. A holy book. And this book is the book of life. Al Furqan, the criterion, which is a standard of measure in which we ascertain the extent of right or wrong in our own conduct or way of thinking. The prophecy